Yo, yo, my name's Juan Gonzalez. I forgot to take my glasses off, and there's a goddamn glare in my eye. Yo, yo, my name's Juan Gonzalez, just another gym guy, and I ain't certified in a goddamn thing. Today, I'm gonna be talking about Catgirl Riot. It's a new brand of clothing, well, newish to me, I guess. But, anyways, they believe in anime for you, by you. No, like FUBU. But yeah, they actually do believe in that. Like, anime t-shirts with original drawings on good quality shirts. Good quality, in my mind, means you can wash it and it's not going to mess up after one wash. And not being taken advantage of larger companies or other companies that are just doing it because they're like, these kids like anime, slap some cheap shit on a shirt, send it out. Because back in the day, that was basically all you could buy. Like, they knew it. They just like put it out there, you wash it, you have cracks in it, like maybe after the first or second wash. So these guys at Catgirl Riot, well, that's kind of their goals. Just make really cool shit, originally hand-drawn anime for anime fans. That's gonna live up and that's gonna last. There you go. So yeah, you should go check out their website. I'll have the link in the description. I also have my own promo code, GymGuy15. That'll get you 15% off on their shop. All right, the Calves shirt. If you know me from any of my other videos where I've talked about calves, I had to get this one. The look of the stain, the killing intent that you could feel on your neck from this woman because you got those tiny little baby calves. All right. Boom, boom. I like to talk blends. They have a mixture of blends. Anything that has the word heather in it, this probably goes for most sites, is going to have a mixture of polyester. So that's why I got like the heather gray. And as I've said on many videos, I prefer polyester blends because the way they fit is a bit better. They breathe better. And you can wear them in the gym and out in real life. Whereas I prefer to wear 100% cotton shirts just out in real life. So that's my personal opinion. But yeah, I like that mixture. All right, I got a little carried away on blends, and then my mind went just woo, back on task. Calves. Let's talk about this shit, which I've talked about before, but I want to talk about again in other ways, like how social media has made us really want calves. The internet brought calves into, oh my god, my sinuses.
Calves. They're like the delts of your legs. No, they're even worse than that. But they are the type of muscle there. If you weren't born with them, you're probably not gonna get them. And if you do want to get them, we're talking about like 3 to 4 times a week doing calf raises. What you want to do is be standing on something. So like I have my hack squat machine, which is the one where you're facing inwards, not the one where you're facing outwards. And I can stand up on the thing. So I'm elevated and I'm doing it. But remember, you get the most out of that bottom portion. That's where you're getting the most actual calf building. Every week you want to go up like 5 pounds, as long as it's not too much for you. Constantly progress. And like I said, you want to do it 3 or 4 times a week. I also feel it with my hamstrings some, so that's even better. That's all I got to say about calves. Once I can find a picture of my calves to like post up here or something, it's not that great.
Heavy plates everywhere. Do you get that one? It's like heavy plates that you're eating, heavy plates stacked up everywhere, getting big. All right, heavy plates everywhere. This is one of the first shirts I got. Chick looking nonchalant, like, you should already know this, man. I mean, if you want to get big, you gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So this is more of like a bulking shirt to me when I read that. It's got the classic broccoli, rice, chicken, that rooster, which I think that's a rooster. That rooster. Am I right? I don't know. Don't fact check me on that. And this is from a guy who used to be around chickens and roosters. That was a long time ago. I was about to say, well, if that's a chicken, it's about to get eaten. If it's a rooster, it's about to make more babies that are gonna get eaten. I shouldn't went down this dark path. I'm just saying, if you don't want your chicken to die, keep it away from a bodybuilder. Is that that's the takeaway? If you have a pet chicken, go nowhere near the gym. All right. Sure as hell, don't put that shit next to rice. It's gonna get eaten. I want you to rerack your weights. I ain't even gonna talk. I'm gonna put the shirt on, and then I'm gonna talk. All right. I want you to re-rack your weights. I really do. Like, this shirt was just like perfect. It's the perfect thing to wear to the gym, especially if there's a guy or gal or multiples that are never re-racking their weights, but you don't want to make that awkward moment of be like, dude, re-rack your weights. Just wear this and stare at them. Because it's a pain in the butt, man. And I'm not just talking about the like weights, like the dumbbells. I mean like the plates. Because that's like totally rude, man. Like how people just be leaving 45s on there. But it's like, what if the next person can't even pick the damn 45 off of there? They're new to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like you just, now they're looking at that bar that they were going to use. They're waiting for you to get off the damn equipment. So whatever, you're pushing 225 or whatever, like on the bench. And for some reason,
You're like, I'm just going to take one plate off of one side, or off of each side.
And then what? So you left a 45 on each side, assuming that everyone on the planet is going to be able to lift 135. And then the person who was waiting for you, like he's like Captain America before he had the serum. He's all skinny.
And he's like, guess I'm not doing chest today.
That ain't cool. And while we're talking about the rack, dude, I get it. The big boys, the influencers, they go up to the rack, they do their one-arm rows, they're looking in the mirror. That ain't you. You have no permission to get in front of me while I'm on the bench, pick up a weight, and just start going at it. And then like all the weights in this box of a vicinity now become an awkward moment that somebody probably doesn't want to come over and be like,
Excuse me, sir. Can I grab those 225s that are by your penis?
all right, that was the rant. Unless you have a home gym like me, woo, I just be throwing a pop, pop after every set. I love it. I got a rubber floor. Pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? But that's a me thing. And then I even piss myself off not re-racking them because I'll be like, well, I'm about to use these 80s in 2 days when I do chest again. But then I do stuff like this where I have to film and I'm like, well, now I got to pick up the 80s, the 65s, the 35s and put them all back on the rack. So re-rack your weights. That's all I'm trying to say. Catgirl Riot. If it takes wearing this shirt to get somebody to do it, do it. That's a very good reason to buy this shirt and use my promo code, wherever that's at on the screen. Gym Guy 15. I really like this one. Feral Gym Rat. You know you like it. Don't play no games. Boom. Woo. She's got bigger guns than me. Feral Gym Rat and feral in the gym. Feral has 2 terms now. To me, feral used to mean like
I'm crazy. Going nuts up in here. Ah!
but now it's turned into a more sexual content type thing where people say they're feral and they ain't goddamn shit to do with the gym. So pick your choosing. But anyways, another thing this shirt reminds me of, because we're talking anime, right? Dude, the muscle mice need to hook up with her and have just like, be chilling. Muscle mice, for the uninitiated, are from Demon Slayer. So there you go. I know it's a popular anime. I used to watch unpopular, or not the big ones, you know what I'm saying? And that was like kind of, I don't want to say hobby. It was just kind of a thing I would do, like to put it on in the background when I was working on stuff at home. But I just really haven't had time to do that. Like I would just like, boop, I'm watching that one, and just go through the whole thing. And it usually ends up being a pretty cool story or some twists. I would suggest doing that just if you have the time. Like, don't just watch the main ones, but at the same time, I clearly have, like, I grew up with Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, every morning. So that was probably my beginning, unless you count any other. Mr. Catgirl Riot, if you're watching this, your shirts make me rant so much. I love it. I don't know if the people watching this love it, but I could just talk. I could put on one of these shirts, sit someone down, and give them a whole lesson on something, on anything. You know what I'm saying? So check this one out, guys. Eat your protein. Signed mommy, because she's a muscle mommy. Boom. Blown out lighting. Eat your protein. Oh, do you feel that coming? It's a rant. This is, well, first off, let's talk about the image. Cool muscle mommy over here flexing on me with the big old fucking that's that chicken from the other shirt. Told you it was gonna get cooked. Hopefully it was chicken, not a rooster. He still got cooked. Doesn't matter. There's protein in there. Eat it. I'm telling you, most of you, I would say, hey, you go to the gym every day or every other day or at least 1 day a week, or you're trying, whatever. How much protein are you eating? Are you eating enough? And I swear I always hear stuff like,
Yeah, I'm eating enough. I'm eating 50 a day. Yeah, I'm eating enough. I'm eating 75 a day. Yeah, I'm eating enough. I'm eating 100 a day.
like, it ain't 50, it ain't 75, and it ain't 100. All right? Like if you feel like that's a lot, you need to change up your diet because I found that it's quite easy to hit your protein levels. And this is coming from a guy who did a bulk where he was eating 300 plus protein a day. Like it's not too hard, especially depending on what your goals are. If you're bulking, super easy. You should be eating more than that. If you're cutting, hitting 200 shouldn't be hard because the primary in your diet should be protein followed by carbs, and that meal is going to come after your workout. And then fats, I don't go looking for fats anymore. Damn, I'm doing a whole nutrition thing. All right, let me cut to the chase. Fats are usually ancillary. What's ancillary? That means that the other shit you're eating has fat in it. Like the meat probably has some fat in it, probably enough to get you where your hormones need to be. So I don't really track fat. Well, I do track fat, but I don't add like, I got to throw an avocado in this today. Bro, you probably don't. Unless you're bulking, because bulking is fun. But yeah, man, eat your proteins. If you're that person who's been in the gym looking the same the last 2 years, but I see you in there 5 days a week, don't make no sense. I don't want to say you're wasting your time. You've built up some really good habits, but if you're not reaching your goals or seeing the changes, that could be one of the things. I would also get my hormones checked out. Make sure you're not low testosterone, because I've gone through that, and you could do everything right in the world and you won't see anything. Nothing will happen. You won't lose weight. You won't gain muscle. You'll plateau. So yeah, eat your proteins. I'm not certified in a goddamn thing.
Let's ball. Cutting season is over, baby.
Oh, I wish I could say that right now. I normally would probably be bulking right now because it's November. I would be bulking through the holidays, so I would be doing like 300. I would focus on a muscle group that I really want to grow. I'd be hitting that, something else, and everything else like lower on the list, but I'd still be hitting it, and I'd be eating a lot of protein, like we just talked about. I'll get back to I should put the shirt on, right? All right. I'm not gonna do anything special.
Woo!
So that's essentially what you miss every time I do like a magic clap, a swoosh, a swish, a swash, or a throw it on me. There you go. Anyways, let's bulk. Cutting season's over, baby. Dope. I would wear this to like a sushi place and just smash after I ate a bunch of meat at home for the protein, because you're not getting a shit ton of protein from sushi, but it'll get you the extra calories fast. So I pretty much already talked about my bulk. To go in a little bit more detail, I've always been scared to bulk in my life, but then when I found out that I wasn't making changes because my testosterone was too low, I finally started seeing the changes that I needed by just doing the exact same crap, like going to the gym, eating the same shit that I was eating for months, and then it was like my body finally worked. So if your hormones are a mess, I don't know, I would be scared to bulk because you don't know what your body's going to do, and you don't know if it's going to help you cut it back down. But so once I knew my hormones were in the right spot, I decided to do a bulk, and it was the greatest, dirtiest bulk of my life. Basically, just make sure you're hitting your protein super high. So like if you normally eat 200 protein during a cut, I was eating 300 plus protein. Priority number one of the day, get all the protein in. But then it's almost like you don't have to worry. You're trying to, after that, you really want the extra calories and stuff. You want good sleep and you don't want to be stressed. And that's how the muscle's going to build. I only did 6 weeks, but I gained muscle and only 3 pounds of fat, which is crazy. The guy at the DEXA place even said, to have gained this, you must have been eating in excess of 200, like a surplus. So there's over the calories burnt in a day of 2,500. He was like, how'd you do that? I was like, I was eating pizza. I was eating sushi, but I always made sure I got the amount of protein in that I needed first. I didn't don't fill up on the bad foods before you get your protein and then you end up not getting enough. So, not being really funny this video, just being super informative. But remember, I'm not certified in a goddamn thing. And I'm working on getting my body back right now because I've had some extreme stuff happen to me in the last few months that slowed me down. All right. This is one that I love because this is every freaking day. And when I saw this shirt, I was like, facts, baby. Gymistry. You all know what I mean? Okay, well, let me put it on first. Boom. Gymistry. You see her mixing it up, cooking it up in the kitchen. I mean, if you're a gym goer, I shouldn't just assume all of you are gym goers, but if you're a gym goer, you know what this is like. I have a cabinet, and in that cabinet, I have like creatine, different types of caffeine mixes, like G Fuel powders. Normally, I would have pre-workout or pump, but I'm out of it right now, so that's why I've had to resort to just the caffeine. Electrolyte powder, Proteins. I'm allergic to whey, so I have vegetarian proteins and I have collagen proteins. All kinds of shit. You know what I mean? And so it's like you gotta mix your protein, you gotta get your water, you gotta get your. I mixed the electrolytes with the caffeine, and you're like measuring and doing this and that. It's Gymistry, dude. This was like perfect. I never thought of that term in my life. So thank you, Catgirl Riot. You put a name to a part of my day. One day I'll make a video and be like, check out some Gymistry. I ran out of all this shit, and I have half a Red Bull and a partial C4, and that's just how I just do it all and throw some electrolytes in there. I feel silly. All right. Last but not least. Lately, I've been on this one. Damn, I've been sore. Why not? Wait, after all, why not? Why shouldn't I do biceps again? You on that gym bro cut on the just arms every day? What are you doing today, arms? No, you ain't doing it right if you're doing it every day. But yeah, I shouldn't say that. There's right ways to do it every day too. Let's see. Boom, boom. Look at her flexing on me. Man, it's wild, man. Girls been making their biceps grow lately or something. You always see it online. But yeah, oof, I got nothing. No, I think when I cut more, you'll be able to see more definition. I got something. There's something in there. But yeah, as for biceps, I mean, they really are like calves. You got to work calves so many damn times. Like it's an accessory to just sprinkle in at the end of your workout. I try to just sprinkle one in at the end of my workouts. That way I don't kill myself. You know what I'm saying? So like I'll do whatever day with whatever, and then calf raises, whatever, and then some biceps and triceps. Because it's a pretty easy superset to do like lane or incline curls and then like go into skull crushers. That's what I do. But yeah, you really should not. I wouldn't work them every day, but you got to work them a lot. Like you want to grow them, you got to work them. But I would say if you start to do a warm up or something, and you're at this point, because like it all comes from that stretch, baby. And you feel like you're gonna like. So right now I've been curling 30s, like that's my working weight. But if I need to do a warm up, I'll probably start with like 15s, 12 reps with the 15s, and then 8 reps with the 25s or the 20s, and then 4 reps with the 30s. That'll be my warm up. But the other day I got on there with the freaking 15s, and I'm like this, and I felt like I was gonna tear a bicep, and I was like, not today, Satan. Like I ain't playing that game. That's why you gotta know when to do it and when not to do it. And your body will adjust to it, and it'll become easier and easier. So like I said, I'm like kind of having to get back into lifting again after some extreme circumstances for the last few months. So yeah, biceps on track. Catgirl Riot, pretty sick. They got a sick logo. I can't wait till they drop a logo shirt. If you're watching this, I can't wait till you drop a logo hat, because I like to wear like the hats. You guys know this. Diddy bum. He's saying Anyways, Catgirl Riot. It's made by anime lovers for anime lovers. They're not trying to extort you at all. I mean, come on. They gave me a 15% off discount code to give to you. That is like kind of a lot of percent that you could just take off whenever. So they're just trying to give you some really cool anime stuff to wear in the gym. Talk about it. Break down some gym science like I just did, or bro science, or bro gym science. I like to have that. I feel like a mixture. I know all the science stuff because I watch a lot of it and see a lot of the papers that come out. But then I also know a lot of the classic shit. And that, you know what I mean? And then I also know what I have experienced in real life. So he's off on a tangent again. Catgirl Riot, because you love anime. And so do they. No, I'm not going to end it like that, because I got to tell you, after I end this right now, first off, thanks for making it this long, listening to my rambles, listening to my science facts on weightlifting and my own experience, looking at the really dope shirts, checking out their website, like I know you're going to do right after this video, because the link is in the description, and you get 15% off of my code. After we fade to black, I will come back in and I will do folding laundry with you, anime topic version. So I'll just talk about anime stuff while we fold laundry together, because people like doing stuff together like that. I don't fast forward it anymore. It's just normal pace rambling of a man while he does his laundry with you. So go get your pile of laundry, get that shit out the dryer that's been sitting in there for the whole damn week. Make sure there's nothing that's been sitting in the washer for over 8 hours. If so, rewash it. And I'll see you in a bit. Catgirl Riot. Anime. Love it. Oh, I got animation. Anyways, oof.